Hey there, Tim from Boost My Business here, high-level certified admin and your savior to make GDPR less boring and more, well, just slightly tolerable is the best I can do. Today, we're talking about cold outreach, automated email, and whether it's legal in the UK and EU. And of course, how to make sure that you're doing it all legal and proper. Like, get a lot of people asking me, is cold email illegal under GDPR? And the definitive answer is no. Yeah, but also yes, but also no. Like with most things GDPR, in the words of the 1980s new wave pop pioneers, the Fun Boy 3, it ain't what you do, it's the way that you do it. I was prompted to make this video because a couple of clients have recently asked me to set up cold email campaigns for their businesses. Now I get the instant heebie-jeebies. Won't somebody think of the consent? You say under GDPR, you need a lawful basis for contacting someone. Like if someone requests a lead magnet, well, they're giving you a lawful basis to send it to them. They've consented through contractual necessity. Now, for B2C cold outreach, well, it's icy cold, isn't it? The contact hasn't consented to being sent an email, so you can't just stick them in an email sequence if they haven't asked to receive emails from you. That's a GDPR catastrophe. For B2B cold outreach, well, it's still cold. The business has not consented. However, there is a legitimate interest, one of our lawful bases, for you to send them an email. But there's a but. You can't just say you have a legitimate interest. You must actually prove it by completing something called a legitimate interest assessment, an LIA. So, what is an LIA? Well, it's a risk assessment performed by you to determine if your organization can lawfully process personal data based upon legitimate interests, in this case, your own. It's basically a three-part test. Number one, it's a purpose test. Are you contacting this person for a legitimate reason? For example, we help businesses get more leads with HighLevel. Well, yeah, that's a legitimate reason to contact a business. Number two is a necessity test. Is email the least intrusive way to do this? It certainly beats jumping out of their wardrobe in the middle of the night holding a sales flyer. And number three is something called a balancing test. So, are you respecting their privacy? So, you're not using their personal email address. You're not doing excessive follow-ups. There's an easy opt-out, just professional stuff that we should all be doing anyway. If all three are true, you can legally use legitimate interest and reach out via cold email. This is important though. The LIA, the legitimate interest assessment, needs to be documented internally. There needs to be an actual physical thing. Well, it could be digital, but it just needs to exist. You don't have to send it to anyone. You just need to have one completed and filed away should the GDPR police come knocking at your door. And ideally, you should do it for every single cold outreach campaign that you run. It gives you accountability, transparency, and it protects you. So when is B2B cold outreach allowed? Well, you're good to go if you're emailing businesses emails. So if you've come across a list and you've got an email that's john@outlook.com, there's no way of knowing if that's a business email or a personal email. And if it's a personal email, you can't do this. It's got to be a business email. Your message has to be relevant to their job, so to the person's job. Your message has to have something of value to that particular role, to that particular business that you're messaging. You need to include a clear opt-out. You need to store minimal data. So if you've got a list on people, you don't need to keep their address. If you're only emailing them, that's personal data that you don't need. You don't harass them with 67 follow-up emails. Yeah, you. And you've completed your LIA and saved it somewhere sensible. So, yeah, as I mentioned, if you're emailing a marketing manager about improving their marketing automation, that's totally fine. If you're a business who provides dental machinery, then you can email dentists about your products. That's fine. But if you're randomly emailing a Hotmail account about your new dog grooming subscription service, absolutely not. the GDPR enforcers will karate kick you in the face. On the other side of it, cold outreach becomes illegal when, as mentioned, you're using personal email addresses, you're scraping random data without a lawful basis to do so, you don't include an opt-out, you keep emailing after someone has opted out, the message that you're sending has nothing to do with the business that you're sending the message to, and of course, which is kind of the point of this, that you're sending your emails without an LIA. Cold outreach is like driving a car. It's perfectly legal, but you can also do it in an absolutely disastrous illegal way. If you're using HighLevel, like me, HighLevel isn't the issue. So it's all about how you use it. You can absolutely send automated cold outreaches. Automation is fine. You can use workflows. You can add follow-ups, track replies, handle opt-outs, all of that sort of stuff. As long as you have your LIA and all the other bits in place, well, that's all you need to do. Then you're running a compliant B2B outreach system. Hopefully that clears up any GDPR confusion around cold outreach. Cold email isn't illegal, but only if you do it in the right way. As always, this is not legal advice, and I am not a lawyer. If you found this helpful, smash the like button, subscribe, and tell me in the comments what GDPR things you would like to learn about next. And I will see you in the next video. Thank you.